Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd are going to present about our blueprint on our ChemiTumbler product. I am Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Kamal Zaman, the General Manager of ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd, and
I am Nurul Umira Iliani as a Financial Manager. My name is Ayaz Linda as a Marketing Manager. I am Umi Amira Mubanu as the Operational Manager.
And finally, I am Administrative Manager. I am Nur Mahendra Nagati Ahmad Khalid.
okay, first let me explain about the product description. The height of our tumbler is about 120 millimeter. The length of our tumbler is about 60 millimeter, and the tumbler consists of three detachable parts, which is tumbler lid, the middle part, and the bottom part. As you can see here in the slide, the tumbler has a bottom part that used to store chemical, and the body part is actually made up of stainless steel, and the upper part is consists of a tumbler lid in which the consumer, the drinker, needs to slide to drink the beverage. So next, let me explain about the unique features of our product. But before that, I'm much prefer to say something about the disadvantage of the existing product, which is Amber technology. As you can see, the Amber technology use the features of microprocessor and some electronic device. The drawback of having these features is, first, the battery will drain fast. The safety issue in which related to possible electric shock hazard, as the tumbler use electronic device. And the next, the electronic part is possible to fail. And last one, the Amber technology is limited to hot drink only. Actually, the drawback is taken from the feedback of the customer in Amazon website. So next one is the price of Amber tumbler. As you can see in the next slide here, the price of one tumbler, one Amber travel mug, is equivalent to $149.95, in which is, when we convert to ringgit, it is equivalent to 600 ringgit Malaysia. So by having this very expensive price, we had comes out with a new idea and new technology that will reduce the price to more affordable to Malaysia. So next one, I will explain about the feature of the tumbler. So instead of using electric and electronic device, but as used by Amber, we use the endothermic and exothermic reaction. Actually, the analogy for our tumbler is taken from a human body system, in which we will have sweating when we feel hot. This create analogy for our self-heating product, and the human body is also hot during fever, but we feel cold inside. This analogy is referring to our self-cooling system. So basically, the advantage of our product is we have both self-heating and self-cooling instead of just a self-heating system as used by Amber technology. So next one here is the tumbler without the lid. this is a 3D design in which is drawn by using AutoCAD 2012. This is a 2D sketch. As you can see, it consists of bottom compartment that contain ammonium chloride that is used for self-cooling, and it also contains calcium oxide at the chemical compartment that is used for self-heating, in which if the left tip is pulled, the self-cooling system will operate, while if the right tip is pulled, the self-heating system will function. So there are some limitations of our product in which the chemical can only be used once and needs to be replaced each time it had been used. So this had encountered some issues regarding to safety and inconvenience caused to the user. So to solve, we are designing a cartridge that is also being sold to the customer. So as you can see here, the ammonium chloride cartridge is at the left side, and the calcium oxide cartridge is at the right side, in which will be used for exothermic and endothermic reaction to self-heat and self-cool our product. This one is development of our product. Actually, the product had undergoes new product development process, in which it have undergoes the idea generating and idea screening, and we also make some market survey and also concept development and market testing. And actually we are currently in the stage of completion of prototype, and after this, at the last part, project milestone, my friend will explain more about the next process of our product development. For our product, actually we are patenting our advanced technology of self-heating and self-cooling tumbler together with the design cartridge in order to protect our product. To expand is due to the fact that we are going to convert to expand our product from having business to customer into business to business system. Actually, the technology of self-heating and self-cooling system can be used by having a polystyrene cup of self-heating and self-cooling system. So this self-heating and self-cooling system polystyrene cup can be sold to third party that sell instant Maggi and instant coffee. So this is an opportunity, a big opportunity to us to explore. I will explain about technology description. Actually, we are having features of self-heating and self-cooling system. So the technology that's being used is for self-heating. As you can see in the slide, it uses chemical exothermic reaction by the reaction between calcium oxide with water in order to produce calcium hydroxide with heat. According to SWIRAM 2017, the heat that being produced by this reaction can be used to boil water up to boiling point. For self-cooling system, it uses the technology of chemical endothermic reaction between ammonium chloride and water. This reaction will absorb heat down to a freezing point. So now I will pass to my friend to explain more about market strategy.
Next, I'll further explain on market strategy. First of all, for the overall marketing strategy, we have provided our own uniqueness on our product that are rarely used on other types of tumbler. We have planned to follow a B2C strategy, which is business to customer. For the first stage, business to customer is we are directly dealing with the customer and selling the product to the customer, while we will expand our market strategy to business, which is we will expand our business and distribute our product to the well-developed company such as Starbucks or other famous coffee house in Malaysia. Secondly, for the pricing, our normal ChemiTumbler are assumed to cost 20 ringgit, and for the cartridge itself, we will provide about 20 cartridge, which is the total will be 10 ringgit, and the total cost for the cartridge and ChemiTumbler will be 3 ringgit, and then we have discussed to sell our product at 50 ringgit, and we will get the profit for 20 ringgit per tumbler. For the distribution and sales tactics, as I mentioned earlier, we have planned to do the B2C strategy at the early stage of marketing and proceed with the B2B market strategy. Our main office will be based in Jalan Batu Belah 27/96 Section 27 in Selangor. And for monthly rental, it will be about 5,000. The method of distribution is we will directly send our product to the customer that bought our product. The advertisement will be placed on the popular website such as social media, which is Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. The next thing that important in marketing strategy is service and warranty policy. We have to come up with a good policy that can that can build trust between the customer and our product. For service and warranty policies, this is to ensure that the customer have their right to refer the company for the malfunction product and claims for the warranty. This is to build trust between customer that they have spent their money at the right place with an assurance. We have provided the warranty for 1 month starting from the purchase date, so they can claim a new tumbler in case that their tumbler is malfunction in term of prior from their receiving. For the promotion, we will join any trade fairs, expo, and conference that will be conducted by any private society. And for posters, we will post it in newspaper, in a supermarket, or any malls. The attractive bunting and banners are the tools that play important roles while doing a promotion in supermarkets or malls, because the customer will be easily grabbed by the nice and structured banner. Or for in advertising, we have come up with our own company logo, which is, as you can see, the ChemiTumbler is a product which promotes the campaign of green environment, which represent the green color. As you all already know, the ChemiTumbler does not use any electrical supplier and only use the chemical reaction for the heating or cooling. So the ChemiTumbler can also be used for several times instead of we just use for once and just throw it away. The tagline for our product is, "I am not a woman, but I am hot and cold." It is inspired by the woman's unstable emotions and always confused with what they want. So the terms of hot and cold is very suitable for them to represent our product, which is can come out with two different temperature, which is for hot and cold. So this is our advertisement poster, and we have also included the tagline and a few statistics that can strengthen our justification for product. Next is for the market size. We have targeting to approach people between age of 15 years old to 64 years old, which is this range of age is students, come from student and workers. The difference in gender does not bring significant effect on the market size. And from the pie chart, as you can see, 60% comes from the age range that I've mentioned just now. This is the Malaysia regular beverage consumption. As you can see, for coffee, we have about 60.83% Malaysian who likes to consume coffee, and while for tea, it is about 60.12%, and the rest is any regular beverages. For the estimated market sales and share and sales, we have planned for 3 years in future, which is starting from 2019. We just plan to have about 0.01% of market increment each year, which is starting from 0.05% on 2019, and our sales will be about 325,750 ringgits. And for the second year, which is 2020, it is been expanded to 0.06%, and we will gain about 390,900. And lastly, for 2021, we will be expected to sell about 9,121 units of tumbler, and the sales will be 456,050 ringgit. And for the total market sale in these 3 years will be is 1.1727 million.
Hello, let me introduce you to our management team. As you can see from the slide, this is our organization chart. Our general manager is Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Kamal Zaman, and we have 4 other managers to in order to make sure our company operate well. We have marketing manager, administrative manager, financial manager, and operating manager. Proceed to the second slide, which is management compensation and ownership. For general manager, for the salary, we actually fix our salary with the equal amount of our salary to according to our job. For general manager, we have 1,200 per month with the EPF, 30% EPF, and so 2.5% so. For the gross salary per month, we have 1,386 ringgit per month, and that amount is equal to all of our managers in this company. Okay, in order to make sure our company operate well, we have several services and professional advisor to make sure our company to operate well. For the supporting service, we have the cleaning service, which we hired them to ensure them all trashes being disposed accordingly, clean all the units facility in the office such as pantries, toilets and prayers room, and make sure the cleanliness of our office rooms and empty all the trash can. And we also use services provided by professional advisors such as SERIM, SME, TMB, Shabas, Telekom Malaysia and Mosti. For SERIM, we use their service to check whether the product complies and achieve the standard requirement before distributing the product to the consumers. And for SME, we apply loan from them to as a startup for our business. For the electricity, we use services provided by TMB, Tenaga Nasional Berhad. And as our company is based in Selangor, we use service provided by Shabas, Syarikat Belakalan Air Selangor, to provide water supply to make sure our business operating well. And then, of course, we use Telekom Malaysia service to act as a telecommunication supply for our internet access and phone calls. And Mosti, for the Mosti, we use their service in order to help in our funding in terms of our technology aspect and service in simulate growth and successful innovation in our technology.
Now I would like to present about the funding plan. For the funding plan, the sources of funding for ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd is both from debt and equity based financing. For equity financing, all of the director in ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd contribute as much as 10,000 ringgit Malaysia. So the total equity contribution from all the directors in this company is 50,000 ringgit. And for the debt-based financing, ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd obtain fund from Malaysian Technology Development Corporation or MTDC with the amount of 40,000 ringgit Malaysia. MTDC is an agency under the Ministry of Finance. The program that is offered by MTDC is Business Startup Fund or BSF, which encourage and facilitates the growth of technology entrepreneurs and new startup companies. This program is chosen by our company because the ownership of the ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd is 100% Malaysian, while the basic eligibility of this BSF program is minimum of 70% Malaysian ownership. Other than that, BSF program offered a funding period for 6.5 years inclusive of 18-month payment free period and 5 years repayment period. So for the balance, for 1,860 ringgit is obtained from friends and relatives. Now we go through financial estimates. This section will estimate the financial use in our company. First, for startup costs. Startup can be divided into 4, which is administrative costs, marketing costs, operation costs, and pre-operating and incorporation costs. For ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd, our fixed asset is 61,630 ringgit Malaysia. Next, for working capital. Working capital consists of monthly marketing costs, monthly administrative costs, and monthly operation costs. Marketing costs involve advertisement, while administrative costs involve salaries, wages, EPD, and SOCSO, rental service, and utilities and miscellaneous. For the total working capital for ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd is 30,230 ringgit Malaysia. And now we go to start up capital and financing. There are three sources of finance in starting up our business. First is equity contribution by each members for 10,000 ringgit per person, with the total 50,000 ringgit Malaysia of asset to the company. Besides, the company also makes loan from Malaysia Technology Development Corporation or MTDC for 40,000 ringgit Malaysia. And the balance of 1,860 ringgit Malaysia is gained from relatives and friends. For the cash flow statement is shown in the slide. Cash flow statement shows cash in, cash out, cash surplus or deficit, and cash position of the business within specified year. ChemiTumbler Technology Sdn Bhd foreseen the cash flow within 3 years operation. From the slide, it can be found that in 2019, the cash deficit by 22,660 ringgit Malaysia. However, our company had gained profit by 2020, which with cash surplus by 89,493 ringgit Malaysia. Our company gained more profit in 2021 by having surplus of 1,060,372 ringgit Malaysia. For the income statement that show, income statement will show cost of good manufactured, gross profit, and net profit. The production cost in 2019 is 212,100 ringgit Malaysia, while in 2020 and 2021 the production cost is the same as 86,100 ringgit Malaysia. The gross profit is 113,650 ringgit Malaysia in 2019, 304 and 800 ringgit Malaysia in 2020, and 369,950 ringgit Malaysia in 2021. The accumulated net income at the end of the year 2021 is 206,671 ringgit Malaysia. For the balance sheet shows total assets and total equity and liabilities. As the name implies, in order to have a valid balance sheet, the value of total assets must be equal to total equity and liabilities. As can be seen in the slide, total asset and total equity and liabilities is balanced in year 2019, 2020, and 2021 with value of 38,240 ringgit Malaysia, 115,412 ringgit Malaysia, and 266,606 ringgit Malaysia respectively.
Hi, I'm going to discuss about commercialization and intellectual property. Intellectual properties are any products of human intellect and creative endeavor, such as innovation, design, style, or artistic work that has value in the marketplace. These intellectual properties need to be protected and important in order to avoid and prevent from other parties to plagiarize the idea of the idea of the inventors or creator. There are 7 types of invention protection, which are patent, copyright, trademarks, industrial design, trade secret, geographical indications, and a layout design. Since our tumbler is using a new technology, therefore the protection from the patent system and trademark system is necessary and important. This is because to avoid any copyrights from the third party of our new developed product. For patent, there are 2 types, which is standard patent and utility innovation. The patent used for our product is a standard patent type, which where we develop a cartridge that is made from chemicals for heating and cooling of the drinks in the tumbler. Next is the trademark. For trademark, is specifically for name, mark, symbol, protection of the company. For example, in our company, we apply trademark for our name, product name, which is ChemiTumbler, logo, and the tagline. Trademark system is also used as one of our marketing tools or marketing strategy to attract the buyers to buy our product. The first method that is used in commercialize the patent is, first one is spin off into a new venture, which is we exploit the patent for our own, which we created a new technology based tumbler which is different and affordable from the other existing tumblers in the market. Therefore, we develop a business plan to sell this new venture of product based on our own patent. However, since the tumbler is new and the first one introduced in the market, so it is quite challenging to convince people to buy it. Thus, we have a backup plan, which is commercializing the idea or technology in licensing. In licensing, we can sell the patent to other big company that sell instant food in cups such as Maggi and instant porridge by Norm. There are also lots of benefits to us and also the licensee. For example, for the licensor, allows simultaneous use by many produce varieties of product, expand manufacturing, and earns revenue and also increase the profits from royalty payment. For our project milestone, the first one is determination of current issue and conduct a research for a suitable product. The deadline is between the first month of 2018 until end of January 2018, which is 1 month. And next, we do the market study analysis from the 1st January 2018 to 28 February 2018, which is 2 months. And then register to SSM, which is, it takes 2 months from February to 30 March. And next is incorporation of the venture and project planning, which takes about 3 months from the 1st February until 30 April of 2018. Completion of design and development from 1st April to 31st May 2018, which is 2 months. Then the completion of prototypes, 1 month from 1st June to 30 June. end of June 2018. Obtain the sales representative and signing of distributors and dealers 2 months, which is from 1st May 2018 to 31st of July 2018. Procurement of machine and raw material 1st August until 30 September, which is 2 months. Installation of machine 2 months, the 1st September until 31st October 2018. And starting the production or operation 2 months also, from the 1st November until 31st December. And receive the first order start from year 2019, from January, and next is to deliver the first sales for our product.